Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Giancarlo Stanton, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Brady Rogers, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Striding in, Gio Urshela, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? This is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Roll, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Gardner tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Diaz is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the shortstop, DJ LeMahieu.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And that's in there, 2-1.
The count is 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Santander looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Diaz is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Bottom of the first coming up, and it's an early 1-0 New York lead. James Paxton, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point, and I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind he'd like to punch out a few here and get into that 200K club for the year.
Yusniel Diaz is the next at bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's hitting over 350 versus left-handed pitching this season, and that's what we're looking at today. If those numbers hold true, he could be in for a huge performance.
But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out.
The designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Dwight Smith Jr. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Paxton's ready. 2-2 pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Yankees 1 and the Orioles 0. Here's Miguel Andujar now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Line toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch.
But don't make a mistake right now to this guy, Dan. He has been hot lately. Several home runs over the last week or so. So he is doing his absolute best to keep pace.
Zero, one of the things this guy does and does well, when he hits them, he usually hits them in bunches. So if he gets hot, look out. He can hit the ball out just about any at-bat he walks in.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been the bright spot for this team. Anytime in a big spot they've needed a big knock, he has seemed to be the guy. And rightfully so, as we get down to the tight games at the end of the season, his offensive production has got to continue, and he's fighting for a home run title.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Voit.
Digging in, Luke Voit. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Has a look, now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Torres over at second. Sanchez on at first with 2 down. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to. That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now batting, Gio Urshela. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
This is line to left. Santander is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Yankees leave him loaded. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. And here's Renato Nunez. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-2. is a fastball that misses.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And he gives it the old Olay at third, and it gets right by him into left.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over, down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. He's set, and the pitch.
Oh, that's kicked out. Nope, that's inside.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot-committed fastball and cheat.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there, and he has it for the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong arm.
To the plate now, Malquin Canelo, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's a fair ball. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. The tag, and he is out. So both runners able to move up a base, second and third now with 2 gone.
Batting in, the second baseman, Yankees.
At the plate, Ramon Urias. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 10 home runs and 44 RBIs. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Gardner is there. And that's the third out. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Orioles are on top 2-1. Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Number 11, Brett Gardner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Santander waits on it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. DJ LeMahieu. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the third, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. The 2-1. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back to the top of the order now, and in with a bat in his hands will be Yusniel Diaz.
The right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first
Diaz.
offering.
Diaz.
This is line to left. Stanton is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready now for Baltimore, Andrew Velasquez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Gardner is there. 2 down.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes again, 1-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter. Paxton has his sign. Here it comes on 3-2. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, the first baseman, Renato.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. From the belt, the pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now here's a shot out to right center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Smith ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 3 and the Yankees 1.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to count.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Torres. Line towards center field. Canelo has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary.
Digging in, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. From the stretch.
Nope, outside.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Score holds, it's 3-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. Standing in, Pedro Severino. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. The 1-2.
Ball inside. Full count. 3-2.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. High and deep to right center. Judge is on his horse. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Now to the plate, Anthony Santander comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Malkin Canelo.
Stepping in, Malkin Canelo. He reached on a single in his first try. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Behind 0-2 now. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. To short. LeMahieu's got it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And it's still 3-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike. Yeah.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Canelo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, shortstop, DJ.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Yanks leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. At the plate, Ramon Urias coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
The second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Judge has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Pat.
Digging in now, Pat Valaika. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the pitch. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Diaz.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Yusniel Diaz. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. But they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Andujar. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Diaz is right there as he takes it for the second out.
The batter, the second baseman.
At the plate, Torres. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So a 2-out single there and gets him a base runner, and that leads us to check out the team leaders in hitting here in the final month of the season. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That evens it up, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Left side. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. One left for the Yankees, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready once again, Andrew Velasquez. He'll start things off in the Baltimore 6th.
Number 88.
Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Spencer Turnbull takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 58.
Dwight Smith Jr. will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Torres picks it up. throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now batting, first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. We're runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that, hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners, hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
So now to the plate, Pedro Severino, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
The body language from this hurler right now isn't the best. You can tell that he's struggling a little bit, and he laid one right down the middle right there, and he paid the price for it. That was a bomb.
Anthony Sanchez.
Stepping in now, Anthony Santander. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Back goes Stanton to the track, to the wall. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Daniel Norris gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Now batting, center fielder, Mulkey Canelo.
Into the box now, Malquin Canelo. Here's a liner caught down there at third. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. 2 away now. Now at the plate, Ramon Urias. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Gardner. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Dylan Tate is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 55, Dylan Tate.
Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt down the third baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Brett.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
And he misses with it, 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Popped him up. Valaika shading to his right. 2 down.
The batter.
Ready for another shot now. DJ LeMahieu. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First offering on its way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded on the move. It's there. He got him. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. For the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%, and with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
For the Orioles, the third baseman.
Last half of the 7th here. In now for the O's, Pat Valaika. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1-0 the count. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 3-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yusniel Diaz. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
High in the air out to center field. Gardner is right there, one down.
Now batting, number 88.
So coming to the plate, Andrew Velasquez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
One of the keys to being a great outfielder, not being afraid to sacrifice your body. Terrific diving catch there that he made look a lot easier than it actually is.
Striding forward now is the DH, Dwight Smith Jr. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. A runner on first with two away. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. This one's flared toward left center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. In now, Renato Nunez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey! 0-2.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And the run is in to score from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
At the plate now, Pedro Severino. Line drive to left. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Orioles 8 and the Yankees 1. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes the first pitch.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And it's quickly 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Shot toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Into the box, Miguel Andujar, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, Torres, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Torres comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500, so he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. The 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. The runner scores from second.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Diaz is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Right side, fair ball down the line. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Sean Armstrong trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Sean Armstrong.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Orioles 8 and the Yankees 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
There are two parts to every great catch. One, getting the right route to make the play, and two, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
At the plate, Malquin Canelo.
He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award.
Ball one.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
You know, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
So now to the plate, Ramon Urias. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Chad Green comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
57, Chad Green.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Into the box now, Pat Valaika,
as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field.
Judge has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home, and I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Orioles 8 and the Yankees 2. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Gio Urshela. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Rio Ruiz has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 15, Rio.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Santander waits on it. And he hauls it down in the corner.
The center fielder, number 11.
Our coordinating producer Chris Gill tells me in my headset to tell you not to miss our post-game highlights. That'll come your way at the conclusion of matters here this afternoon, right here on the show. Now in the box, Brett Gardner. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting,
The Yankees down to their final out. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. He's set and the pitch. Slider laid off for a ball.
Count 1-0.
Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Brady Rogers notches his third win of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 8 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.